evening, everyone. Welcome to Whose Online Is It Anyway, where the treatments are made up and the science doesn't matter. I'm Toxic Male, and the only thing he's ever double-poked gave him a lasagna after, Terrence Popp.
What's up, you titty touchers? All right, I got some questions.
All right, questions.
All right, I want to take attendance here. No, not you. No, the dude behind you. Quit picking your nose. Get your finger out of your ass. All right. Which one of yous out there did not know we were actually transmitting to alternate channels this whole time? Because if you are just watching me for the first time in a couple months, you're some lazy motherfuckers. Just saying.
Banned.
You're mother fornicators, okay?
Mother fornificators.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, we've been broadcasting this whole time. New tech, and we've got 2 alternate YouTube channels.
Actually, and like the alternate channel we've been transmitting to has done pretty good.
Yeah, we hit almost 900 viewers with our stream last week on the backup channel that apparently a lot of you don't know about. So if you don't know about it, youtube.com/Terrence Popp Culture, subscribe to it, and then there'll be another channel that you're not getting notifications to. Fucker.
Okay, just question, Blake.
Sure.
Do we or do we not put all of the alternate platform links in the description for our videos?
Yeah.
All right, so all it really takes is, like, if you have one of those new, like, mouses with the wheel on it, you just go down there and wheel down, and you look at the links, and then you could just hold down the left button and copy them onto a text file, so then you'll always have them. You lazy mother fornicators!
So what we're trying to say is welcome back.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And welcome back to AOC. I mean, I haven't really seen her in the news cycle for quite a while, but she managed to piss off, well, everyone with a brainstem and a pulse.
Yep.
Just
and 2 eyes to see your nasty shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every time I look at her, all I can think of is, a horse is a horse, of course. You know.
Well, I'm going to be honest, man. She doesn't have the experience in any way, shape, or form to be where she's at. She got there because, you know, 1, the system is crumbling.
Yeah.
2, it's totally corrupt. And 3, the area she's from, obviously there's not enough people there who give a shit what happens to their portion of the district that she represents.
Yeah.
Because she is not representing those people worth a damn.
No.
She, like, chased out Amazon and got rid of, like, what?
How many jobs did that cost?
15,000 jobs.
God.
And those, you know, in the area she's at, I mean, just to live in that area, those people have to make 60, 70 grand.
And in Cuomo's New York, you know, lockdown central for the last year and some change, they really could have used those jobs because Amazon was one of the only companies that really made money in the last year and a half.
Correct. And, you know, needs, in my professional opinion, Amazon needs to get broken up.
They do have a bit of a monopoly, don't they?
It needs to get broken up. I mean, it's that they're too big, they're too powerful. They're putting their boot on the neck of, like, small businesses that they need to go bye-bye. Not 100%, but they need to get broken up because that is just unacceptable.
Kind of like the parent company that we're currently broadcasting on?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous.
But one nice thing about AOC that I will say.
Well, there's 2 nice things.
Well, 2 nice things.
The tits.
But there's another nice thing, too. Because if you need to have, like, verification that you own a horse in order to get your Ivan Drago medicine, all you got to do is pose next to this bitch. Maskless AOC attends elite 50,000. That's actually incorrect. It's 30,000 per ticket, but still it's egregious. Per ticket Met Gala in tax the rich dress.
Yeah.
This is hypocrisy 101.
Well, first of all, we all know that she is not a representative in the Republic. She's a socialist.
Yeah.
And that is like one of the main things the socialists do is they turn the people who have drive, who make money, who do big things with their life because they're become rich because they do this. They're bad people and they need to be taxed. Shut the hell up.
But what's even funnier about this is that you've got AOC showing up to a $30,000 per plate gala that's attended by the people that she claims to hate, and she wears this thing, which somebody was a genius and pointed this out, makes her look like a bag of Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
Who wore it better?
I don't know.
You got the breast in one hand and the thigh in the other.
Well,
It's
I
all
just
the
did
same
a
to me.
search for AOC tits, and I can't find them.
You know what? I guarantee you they're out there somewhere.
I see one that's really close, right? Because you know how I am with Mexican tits, man.
Well, you didn't send me that deep fake of her showing her sausage skills.
Yes.
It was a good one.
That was a good one. And,
Good deep
you're
fake.
like, we can't use this, bro.
Okay, we're gonna get
We're gonna ban. You're gonna get sued. No, it's good though. It's good, but we're not using it.
No, we can't do it.
He yells at me all the time for shit like that. He goes, "What are you thinking? We can't use that shit. You crazy grunt."
Oh shit.
And I'll be like, "Okay, what do you want from me, man?"
I mean, shit, man. She is the rich. That's the funny thing about this chick now. She is the rich. But don't tax me. Tax the other guy.
Well, the thing is it's obvious we have a corruption problem.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to get rid of the corruption problem, you literally need to have visibility on every single person in the House, the Senate, and the presidency, their financial records.
Yep.
And they need to be looked at. Okay. And I would go as far as to say the top, 2 layers of all of alphabet agencies need to fall under the same scrutiny.
Yeah.
Okay, because look, if you don't have anyone looking over your shoulder, keeping you honest, if you're there long enough, you will become dishonest.
Shocker.
That's just human nature.
It didn't take her long at all.
No, she came right out of the gate like, let me suck that government cock. She went nuts, man.
Well, think about it. She represents like a core of leftoids within the Democratic Party who will scream to high heavens that we live in a systemically racist, corrupt, elitist government. And yet they think that the solution to that problem is to give that same government more power. You can't deal with these people.
More money. Yeah, it's getting to a point where, all right, and my prediction is this. 2022 is going to be the make it or break it moment. Because if they continue to do their crazy ice cream social shit,
Yeah.
you're going to you're going to have enough people all right, fuck the ballot, time to use bullets. It's going to happen. It's going to happen because you know what, if you're disenfranchising half of the country or more, and you have no voice with your government's doing crazy stuff. This is a historic lesson.
Yep. And SCOTUS says that as a state, you don't have the right to hold other states accountable.
Well, that is like, for instance, that thing the SCOTUS did cracked the foundation.
Oh yeah.
All right, now when enough people realize that our election system is totally fucked, and it's turned into something like a banana republic. Historically speaking, people will stop putting their faith in ballots and put faith in bullets. I don't want that to happen. Okay, I'm just telling you from a historic standpoint, that is what happens. All right.
Correct.
You got me
Not
going off
saying
in
we
the
want
weeds.
that. Okay, please don't ban us, Susan. You hooer.
I mean, listen, it's not like it's a secret. Everyone's talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just, I tend to be a little more vocal.
We're just not allowed to talk about it.
And a lot of my layers in the past, I talk about this. I talked about the uprising. I talked about communism and socialism coming to the forefront, how we have lost control of our media. We've lost control of the education system. We are losing control of the financial system. We're going to have crazy inflation. It has already started.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going anywhere good.
No, man, this makes Jimmy Carter look just competent by comparison.
I'm going to be honest, man. Compared to Jimmy Carter, I'd buy him an edible arrangement with like cookies and fruit.
True. Yeah.
You know, I mean, what we have going on now compared to Jimmy Carter is not even night and day.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, look, he's an old dude. He survived brain cancer. He's trying to do good stuff. I like that guy as he is now. I hated him as a president when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I did not agree with a lot of shit he did. But he is the first one who basically put China on the path of where they are today. We could have said, no, fuck you, China. Keep doing what you're doing. But no, now they make pretty much almost everything in the country. They steal all of our ideas and patents.
Yep.
We can't enforce anything that they do illegally. And literally, they're cloning our aircraft. They're cloning all of our stuff.
Yep.
We're fucked. Just saying.
In the butt.
Now I got to drink.
That's right. And you know what? We're going to have to drink together for this one. This hit earlier today. For anybody who doesn't know, Norm Macdonald has passed away. Icon of SNL. One of the funniest dudes ever to walk the planet, in my estimation. And he apparently was battling cancer for the last 9 years and largely kept it to himself.
That guy's a stud, man.
He was only 61 years old.
61. Did they tell you what kind of cancer it was?
It does not say. It just says cancer for nearly a decade.
Okay.
Maybe they go into it further down.
Let's hope it's not like some painful, shitty ass cancer that your last couple of years is just a misery of downward spiral pain.
Yeah. He was great, man.
I can't do that.
No.
I can't. Once it gets to a certain point, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm pulling the ejection handle.
Godspeed to him, man. The first time that I ever watched him actually was on Dennis Miller Live, of all shows. Because, when you put Norm on any sort of program where he can go completely uncensored, oh, shit.
Yeah, he's crazy.
You're holding your sides, falling out of whatever you're sitting in, laughing your ass off to tears. He's just that funny.
He was. He truly was. He's a good guy.
He will be missed. Should we raise a glass
Let's
for Norm
do it.
Macdonald?
All right, here we go.
For you, Godspeed to you, sir. I wish you luck on your next adventure.
Keep the seat warm for me. Do we have our count?
We are currently up to 555 with 295 likes on YouTube.
Come on, we can do better. Come on now.
That's pretty good, getting up to 500 in only the first 13 minutes, and people are actually getting notifications. So
I'm talking about the likes.
The likes.
Like me.
Oh, we just hit 300, 333. Oh, and it's going up. Yeah. That's what we like to see.
That's what I like to see.
But this is what we don't like to see. It's time for your weekly lump of vomit.
Oh, God.
Dad, I'm scared.
You should be scared.
All right.
Gran marries toy boy lover who she met when he was 15, and they set up an OnlyFans page.
Oh, my God. Look at that woman. Ah, you bastard. Look at that woman.
And here's the really crazy thing. There's 37 years between them, but she's only 61 years old.
She looks like she's like in her high 70s or in her 80s.
Didn't you say she looked like she stuck her head in the time machine and the rest of her just like...
Yeah, and she aged her head from the collarbones up.
She looked like she stuck her face in the meat dehydrator.
Oh, God.
I want to make some jerky. I wonder what it'll taste like on my face.
All right, now this is what a lot of the women in the West have to look forward to.
Oh.
All right. They literally, like, you can go zero to hag in 10 years. You start off at 18, you party from Tuesday to Sunday. All right. You smoke a pack or two a day. You're hitting the booze. You're sun tanning or whatever. 10 years later, hag.
Hag.
God.
And yet, for some reason...
Look at that belly on that.
Seriously, this is the time machine thing. Look at this. Is an 85-year-old face.
On a 55-year-old body.
What the holy hell?
Oh, my God.
Oh. That is rough. And I hope that's not the way she likes it, and I hope none of you drop the dime on that OnlyFans page because, I don't know. I like it when my food stays in my stomach, personally.
Yeah. I don't know.
That is horrendous. Ugh.
Yeah.
I love this. And the dude's name is Karan. I've never felt anyone. I've not felt the way I feel for anyone like I do.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. Like, they're going to get divorced within 5 years after he gets his U.S. citizenship.
If this is the U.S., this could be.
Yeah, he better not bring her back.
Yeah.
Or bring him back.
What the holy hell? I missed this part.
What?
So they have the OnlyFans account off the back of their amazing bedroom time. 61-year-old Cheryl McGregor, grandmother of 17.
What'd you say?
17 grandkids.
How many kids does she have?
Oh, enough.
Dude, it's gotta be a worn out whistle sack, man.
It'd be like prying apart a sandwich that'd been microwaved with Laffy Taffy.
Ah! Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is messed up, man.
That is really messed up. God, I apologize to everyone out there who is eating, just ate, lost their appetite, and they were thinking about eating. It's my fault. Starburst. Actually, I don't know. Did anyone anybody on this channel even know about the Starburst story?
I don't.
If you missed it, you need to go to youtube.com/Grunt Speak, and you need to watch that shit. Because I guarantee it's going to come up several times in the chat tonight. So
Think so?
yeah,
Probably.
it's going to be bad news bears.
I don't need to hear. I don't need to see that. I'm done.
But even crazier than that, I think you may or may not agree, but the New York Times actually doing journalism.
Listen. New York Times is just a propaganda machine.
Well, I understand that.
I don't believe anything they're doing.
Well, in this case, I would have to say that it looks legit because there's receipts, videos, and
All right,
testimony.
well, play it then.
Well, this actually reflects negatively on the most popular president.
I know.
New York Times obtained security footage revealing ISIS facilitator killed by Biden drone strike was actually an aid worker returning to his family.
Bummer.
And the craziest part of all this is that they've got security footage showing this dude loading water into his car, and supposedly, or allegedly, as you would say, he was tailed by a drone for 8 hours before they ordered the strike.
Yep.
And you're telling me that in that entire 8-hour period, no one figured this out?
As a military guy, I'm going to tell you this right now. Military intelligence is an oxymoron.
Amen to that.
I cannot tell you how many times I've looked at insums and I've gotten from, the S2 and the intel people, and they were so messed up. I'm like, what, were you playing tic-tac-toe on this? Do you guys even know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Like, literally, I've looked at insums and I'm like, that's a 150-foot cliff. You want me to walk my guys off that? Does anybody even read terrain features here? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Does that make a lick of sense?
I told this lieutenant colonel. I'm looking at him. I'm like, you have a whole staff of people putting shit together, and this is your end product? I'm like, sir, this is bullshit. I could go out back and wipe my ass with it. I got better intel on my own fucking map.
What's even worse about this particular drone strike is, if you remember, they actually had eyes on the real guy, and they were ordered to stand down.
Yep.
Wow.
And, I'm going to be honest. A lot of innocent people get smoked in these drone strikes.
Quite a few.
A Hellfire missile, that's like 30 pounds of explosive.
Oof.
Like a 30-pound explosive, if they land, they shoot your house, like the one we're in right now, it would go through the roof, and it would go through either the first layer and then detonate in the middle of the house, or go to the basement and turn the whole house into an inverted windsock. And while you're in it, you're going to die from overpressure.
Lovely.
Yeah, they mess a lot of people up with the drones.
Yes, they do.
And in my opinion, in a lot of places that we're doing this drone shit, I don't think we should be there. And it's literally the equivalent of an execution.
Yeah.
It is.
Let's dive right in, shall we?
Do it!
Central Command said a couple of weeks ago that the U.S. had conducted a drone strike against ISIS in response to the Islamist terror group's suicide bomber attack at the Kabul airport that killed 13 U.S. service members. The Pentagon claimed 2 high-profile terrorists were killed and 1 other was wounded.
I can't confirm, as more information has come in that 2 high-profile ISIS targets were killed and 1 was wounded, Major General Hank Taylor said one day after the drone strike. However, or should we say, but, the Biden administration's Pentagon refused to release their names. Does anyone smell some? Hang on. You smell that? Smells like 1, 2, 3. Bullshit! 10 family members, including innocent children, were killed by Biden's drone strike, and the so-called ISIS facilitator that the U.S. military saw as an imminent threat was actually an aid worker returning to his family, according to the New York Times. Reporter Evan Hill posted a series of security videos of ISIS facilitator Zamari Ahmadi, the man who was killed by Biden's drone strike. Surveillance footage shows Ahmadi was carrying out his normal daily routine as an aid worker, and the location of the unknown ISIS compound was actually an NGO's office.
You figure they would know where the NGOs are, you know?
You would think.
That stands for non-government organization.
Yeah. The military said it believed Zamari Ahmadi's white Toyota Crapola, which it tracked by drone for 8 hours that day, was packed with explosives. Security camera video we obtained shows him loading with water containers for his home. I will detail the findings in the thread, said New York Times reporter Evan Hill.
Nice.
So, yep, there's videos here. So let's we want to check it out here.
Are there any violence?
No.
I don't want to get banged.
No, this is literally just showing him loading shit up.
At 2:35 p.m.,
Okay.
Ahmadi pulls out a hose, and then he and a coworker fill empty containers with water.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier that morning, we saw Ahmadi bring these same empty plastic containers to the office.
He did.
He did.
He did.
Now, am I saying that he was totally innocent in all this? No. We don't know what he was doing when he wasn't taking water home to his family.
We have no idea. But I will tell you, I mean, the accepted innocent casualties sits between 10 and 25%.
Yeah. But you know what they say in legalese, government, weasel words, what have you? If you don't have a denial, well, I don't know. Secretary of State Blinken, when asked if Biden admin droned an aid worker or a high-level ISIS operative.
Blinken?
Blinken. Antony Blinken.
God, fuck that guy.
Not to be confused with his brother Abe.
Abe Lincoln and his brother Blinken.
The Gateway Pundit says that they believe that the Biden regime has selected Blinken for the fall guy for the botched Afghanistan withdrawal.
Uh-huh. Well, they always do that.
Oh, yeah. There's always one guy who takes the heat.
Well, the thing is I can almost guarantee you, he has not been in that seat that long. There's a whole pile of intel and command recommendations and general recommendations for the withdrawal of Afghanistan.
Yep.
And the way it was done, I can almost guarantee you it was all ignored.
Oh, there's no question.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no question at all.
That was such
a clusterfuck. You can't fuck up
fuck.
something that bad by accident.
No, I know it's like I just can't I can't wrap my head around how fucked up that withdrawal was.
It's so bad.
I mean, we're the fucking United States of America. We supposedly have the best military in the world, and we did a withdrawal, the equivalent of running out of a fucking rock concert. People were getting trampled.
Yeah.
All right.
And then, of course, Biden, this is not like Saigon. We're not going to be airlifting people off the roof of the embassy.
Uh-huh.
Do you have your little frowny face button up there with you?
Let me look. No.
Where's your red box?
Oh, my red box.
The red box.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, the frowny face.
Frowny face. There you go.
There you go.
Let's see what Blinken has to say here.
The guy the Biden administration droned, was he an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
The administration is, of course, reviewing that strike, and I'm sure that full assessment will be
So
forthcoming.
you don't know if it was an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
I can't speak to that, and I can't speak to that in this setting in any event.
So you don't know or won't tell us?
I don't know because we're reviewing it.
Well, see, you'd think you'd kind of know before you off somebody with a Predator drone, whether he's an aid worker or he's an ISIS-K. See, the thing is this isn't just you. It's been going on for administration after administration. The Obama administration droned hundreds and hundreds of people. And the thing is there is blowback to that. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I see these pictures of these beautiful children that were killed in the attack. If that's true, and not propaganda, if that's true, guess what? Maybe you created hundreds or thousands of new potential terrorists from bombing the wrong people.
Ooh.
That is. I mean, I'm going to be honest.
That's what you call a solid point.
We've whacked a lot of innocent people.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, so
And it's
they're
a
pissed
damn
off,
shame.
and I don't blame them.
No, I don't blame them either. And I don't blame the 761 people for joining us on YouTube. Thank you all very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's jump around and see what we got here. 68 people, just one shy of the magic number on Twitch. D-Live has currently got 125 people watching. Facebook decided to go fuck its face. Odyssey's got 94. MGTOW.TV, 46. And RoxyTube, high, because it doesn't track live viewers.
It doesn't track live viewers.
But I do
You
love
sons of bitches.
I do love D-Live because on D-Live you can do GIFs. And that shit is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Where's Dapper Sapper tonight, man?
Dapper Sapper.
Are we getting fucked up? Oh, somebody just wonder, Dapper, are those being censored? Oh, I hope not. Because those GIFs are nice. He always posts nice boobs. Oh, AWOL just posted an ass. Fantastic. Oh, and Sleeping G's got Elon Musk smoking a joint.
All right.
It's
I'm sure he does that quite a bit.
not a bad time if you can get it.
No.
Nah. So what do you think? Should we go right into the videos, or should we do a few super chats and then go into the video?
Well, what time? We're at 8:30.
Well, not even 8:30 yet.
Let's do a few super chats. We got some
Do a
time.
few super chats. All right. Triggers McNickers. I have to be very specific when I say that name, otherwise we'll get banned.
We'll get banned.
With a $10 donation. The reason why My Body, My Choice only applies to abortion and not the jab is because both contradictory policy decisions lead to the same conclusion: big pharma profits.
Yeah. And you know
Amen
what?
to that.
They want to do a booster shot every 6 months. All right. Okay, we're going to talk about
We're gonna
this
talk
later.
about that later.
I can't go into detail.
And we
here.
have to be very vague. That's one of the reasons why, after this stream is complete, it will be pulled down from the main channel. But hang on. Where is it? But no, we already saw that one. What's the next
What are
one?
you doing?
There we go. It will be available on the backup channel that we talked about. I will actually put a link to it in the chat here for you guys. It is youtube.com/Terrence Popp Culture. So for all you people who have not yet become part of the initiated, boom, there you go.
Suck it!
Suck it, dick! But I agree with that point completely. El Snows, hey guys, let's go munging tomorrow night. Fun.
No. You guys are disgusting
terrible.
bastards.
Troy the Man with a $5 donation. Democrats are about to steal the ice cream in California stand, and I'm wondering how much has to happen before people get pissed. We're going to talk about that later on New Tech.
Yeah, we can't go into it here.
Yeah, because you never know. I'm just saying.
We'll get in trouble.
It might be verboten.
They'll yell at me. It's not like I haven't been yelled at before.
It's like Inglourious Bastards. You'll be shot for this! Nah, more like chewed out. I've been chewed out before.
I've been chewed out so many. I've been chewed out by a 2-star.
You've gotten championship ass chewings, man.
Yeah, it didn't get like creepy until like 06 and above.
Oh.
Yeah, because like my mojo, I can't turn back 06 and above power.
Oh, okay.
All I can really do is just be a smart ass while they're fucking with me, and hopefully they take pity and don't fuck me up too bad.
Oh, you did what you can, you know.
Well, I mean, like when I went to go get yelled at, I was 100% right. But I took action without asking for permission, and they were pissed.
Yeah, that happens in the military because you are there to defend democracy, not practice it.
Well, the thing is I always operated on forgiveness, not permission.
That's really the best place to do it. Yeah.
Oh, one.
I do the same thing when I'm filming in churches.
Well, here's the difference between special operations and the regular army. You got the regular army, and then if you want to do something, you get your instructions from your battalion commander. And if there's anything else that goes on, you got to go to, the brigade, the regiment, the division, the corps. I mean, there's like 4 or 5 like layers of bureaucracy just to get the permission.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and that could take days. When you have the special officers like, hey, they're setting up a mortar tubes on that hill. Now, if I was regular army, I'd get on there, report it, and wait for them to tell me what to do. Your special operations are like, hey, Stan. Hey, Stan, you on the line? Yeah. Okay, I want you to... Is Hill 416 inside your effective range for your 4-inch mortars? Yeah. Okay, I got a fire mission for you. And they give you the grid. All right, fuck them up. And they just start lobbing shit. And, of course, whenever you fire shit, radar we have is so sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, and then you get a call from our, are you shooting 4-inch mortar? And you're like, yeah, we are, sir. I need to talk to you right now. Ah!
You're blowing up the mic, Pop.
But that's what happens. Like, you walk in there. Who the hell do you think you are? I'm a fucking Green Beret. I'm here to fuck people up. That's what I do. I saw people. I fucked them up. What do you want from me? You're like, whatever. Okay. You just stand there at attention and they yell at you, and you just kind of go, sorry.
It is what it is, man.
I had to do it, yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Get out of my office!
And then you leave, and you're like,
okay, we're going to have to go with a big fuck off. No, but here's the funny part. Like, I got yelled at so hard by this one star, and we're in the chow hall in Victory, and I had him deliver an ice cream sundae to him. And they put it in front of him. He looks around. He sees me, and I go, and he's like, I got flipped off by a 1-star. It was great.
I would have given him a banana split and made sure that the chef cut the banana in the shape of a dickhead.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
But I probably would have gotten in trouble for that.
Yeah, it's possible. Disregard the penis on your plate. What? Oh, God.
I was
Pop!
I was well known for just being a fucking unapologetic asshole.
And that's why we love you, bro. No homo.
I know. Thank you.
Keith Harney, our photographer, with a $4.99 donation. AOC's fun bags may allow me to forgive some of her uselessness. Some.
Well,
If the pictures resurface.
Or if there's a video of her speaking in vowels.
Gee, I wonder what that means.
Ah!
She's got one here, one in here, and one in here. And that's why she got elected again.
Yeah.
Rusty Shackelford with a $20 donation. Holy cow.
Thank you so much.
It's time to try out my new my new super chat option.
Here we go.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
I love that. That's good shit, man.
Thank you very much. I watch on a phone, and YouBoob streams the best so far. It varies, it seems.
Yeah, well, the thing is I think, what is the one that for video games where we do a lot of our streams? Twitch. I think their videos have the best quality.
Twitch seems to have the best overall quality, but it can be glitchy sometimes. Same thing with Odyssey. I hear that there's some glitchiness on Odyssey sometimes. DLive, I hear wonderful things about. RoxyTube, I hear, has no lag whatsoever. MGTOW is still ironing out its kinks, but they're moving to a new server later this month, and those should coast right along after that. Hopefully.
Beer me.
Psycho Dwarf 9 with a $5 donation. Our elected officials need NASCAR suits so we can see who bought them.
Absolutely correct.
You know what?
That would actually be
That would
funny.
be a good...
If we could do that, do memes like that, we can have like stickers on Biden as he's talking, and you can see exactly who owns him.
Yeah. Put a Goldman Sachs sticker on their Goldman sack, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because there's just no way, there's absolutely no way that there are hands up asses controlling the upper echelons of our government, and this needs to stop.
Yeah. Needs to...
And look, listen, when it goes nuclear, it's going to go nuclear big time.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't happen.
Me too.
I hope we can get ourselves out of this mess because, we kind of talked our way into it over a 30, 40-year period.
You can vote your way into socialism, but
You got to shoot your way out.
amen. Crazy uncle with a $5 donation. Talking inflation, Blake is a married man. How are you dealing with shrinkflation? Shrinkflation.
I have no idea what shrinkflation.
And I know stagflation kind of sucks, but
Oh, and if we get cut off, we do have a storm going on here.
yeah.
It's pretty significant.
But I stay pretty busy, so I'm not sure what shrinkflation is supposed to mean.
Well, it could have something to do with your money buys less.
Well, yeah, that's just inflation in general.
Well,
It sucks.
I mean,
You'll have to explain what you mean there, crazy uncle. Is this an Urban Dictionary thing?
I don't want to know.
I'm just asking. Patriot Paladin with a $5 donation. Newsom will probably steal the ice cream in the next 12 hours to a week. Yeah, man, did you hear Rose McGowan, of all people, is coming out backing Larry Elder? And so, of course, the woke mafia is going ape shit
Fuck them.
over her. Yeah, fuck him, exactly.
And you know what? Like, there was that one woman in a gorilla mask threw eggs at him.
Really?
All right, now, if he had been a Democrat, that would have been national news for
Oh, yeah.
a racial incident.
Yep. But because it's Larry Elder and he's a conservative, oh, he's just an Uncle Tom anyway.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting banned.
Yeah, you find out who the real racists are when black people run as conservatives.
Yes, you do.
Crazy uncle again. If Pop is too spun up, look up the Fat Electrician reviews. 11 bravos. Don't worry, it is boob tube safe. Okay. Oh, Keith Harney has the explanation for shrinkflation. So this is why, some people actually have my phone number. The practice of reducing the size of a product while maintaining its sticker price. Raising the price per given amount is a strategy employed by companies, mainly in the food and beverage industries, to stealthily boost profit margins or maintain them in the face of rising input costs.
Oh, yeah. You can see it. Like, I remember when I was younger, the Fruity Pebble box would be like 3 inches wide. Now it's like 1.5 inches wide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're getting less for your money.
Yep.
It's the same thing as inflation.
Oh, it's like you buy a bag of chips now, and when you pick it up, it feels like mostly air.
Yeah.
Bunch of shit.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
We'll just make the bag bigger. The only place you actually get more food is the place where the food is terrible for you.
Yeah, and you know what? We as Americans, we eat like shit anyway.
Yeah.
So
It's like, hey, yeah, I want a small Coke, and they give you something that's like, has its own undertow, and you're like, I asked for a fucking small. That is the small.
yeah.
What does the large look like? And it's got jacuzzi jets in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking big.
I mean, I've been literally fighting the battle against sugar for the past 10 years. It's hard. I love sugar.
It tastes so good,
It tastes so good.
but you gotta take care of your meat suit.
Fruit Loops, yeah. Original Captain Crunch, yeah.
So what you're saying is you like Fruit Loops and King Dongs.
I didn't say that.
I mean, how's the weather in the closet?
You're such a dick. Oh, you bastard. That's 2 in a row, you bastard.
Daniel Edmonds, topography isn't taught in school anymore. Neither is civics. And why do you think people are so fucking stupid?
I know.
Ugh. CJ with a $5 donation. Piss off, ground pounder. It's not the analyst's fault. It's the GD butter bars and majors who think they know better than the E's who are doing the work.
So what he's saying, it's the goddamn lieutenants, captains, and majors who don't know what the fuck they're doing because almost all the officers I've ever run into were mediocre at best or just straight up incompetent.
Or in the case of General Mark Milley, they just need makeup.
No, well, the thing is, like, this is not a new thing, all right? I mean, this was brought to my attention, like, in the 1992-ish, that most of the general officers and colonels that are out there, they're there because they are experts at getting their buttholes reamed out, licking ass, and sucking dick.
Just like most of our politicians.
I'm just telling you.
I mean, would we have a vice president come swallow a heels up
I
pull by
know.
Harris without licking buttholes and sucking schlong?
I know. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's insane.
Peter Copeland has a good comment, just happened to pop up, and I noticed it because it's an all caps rage. Can't spell lost without LT. I like that. I figured you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
Triggers McNickers, again, I'm enunciating that. $10 donation. Are you still interested in hiring another video editor? I am confident that you'd appreciate my talents. So as long as you're not offering to write and direct Orn Pay, I'm totally down for it. Hit us up, redonkulous12@gmail.com.
All right. Well, we are poor.
We are poor.
We're poor. We're poor.
But we appreciate everyone tonight. 909 people currently watching on the channel. Thank you all very much. The largest audience that we've had on a single channel in quite a while. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, there is no money in truth.
There's no, not anymore. Talbot Links, good soldiers stand up when needed. Yelled at a full bird in holding that I outranked as a 3-striper and told a 2-star out of uniform that it didn't matter who he is if he's being a deek.
Well, I did call a full bird colonel a cockaholic.
Didn't you slob on a full bird colonel's daughter's dials and pegs?
That was a long time ago, bro.
Was he Canadian or was he
Canadian?
He was Canadian. Okay, so he's
and she was there.
He doesn't
on
count.
Holiday, and she got Holiday 11 Bravo style.
Yeah, quite specifically Thanksgiving. You know, where you stuff the turkey.
Yeah,
gobble gobble.
I got totally busted. It was a bad day. I got caught by the Fijian MPs. They all laughed. It wasn't so funny the next day, though.
Reaper01. Oh! With a $10 donation and a new Wango Tango Part 13.
All right.
In all caps, rage. Prepare yourselves! I was backdoor busting this chick while she was on a video call with her husband. It was his idea. Any room for a hacker during the zombie horde attack?
You can always use a hacker.
Of course.
Look, everyone has a purpose. All right? That's just that simple. I did a whole video on that.
And bravo for the term backdoor busting. That's a new one for me.
Gotcha.
Backdoor busting.
That reminds me of like the Wizard of Oz when the house got lifted up by the tornado. Ripped off the back door.
That's good times. Oh, shit. Crazy Uncle with a $20 donation. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. How are mandates from employers not a sharp complaint? Either you pull up your sleeve and get penetrated by this rod and get a foreign substance introduced into your body, or you're fired. Think about it. I mean, it really does kind of sound like you suck the sausage or you're fired, doesn't it? You need to let me put this in your body or you're fired.
It's absolutely correct.
Why is one okay, not the other?
Well, I can't go into detail till we switch to an alternate platform. So
we'll get to it. All right, last few chats here, and then we're going to jump over to Effed Up But Funny. Parabellum, Pop, what would be your preference for a concealed carry handgun? I'm running a Glock 19X and a Glock 26 for backup, so I have mag uniformity.
I would say either Sig Sauer 226.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a good one. And there's a couple of off-brand pistols that you can get your hands on made by EAA that will take Beretta 9mm mags, because since they're rotating that platform out of active service, there's just a flood of the magazines out there. You can get them dirt cheap.
Sweet. Oh, wow. We got a bunch of $20 donations coming in. Thank you so much. No, they're worthy. Oh, I got to do it again.
All right.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
I love that.
Dungus Fun. There is a YouTuber called John Burke you need to watch. May have a clap video white. What?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what that is either. But, okay, John Burke. Make a note of that one. Holden Bauer with a $20 donation. Have yourself a scotch on me.
I will.
All right. Or some cold brew.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Is your girlfriend up there? I can't really see
right
her.
Here, yeah.
You gotta hold her up. I can't see her. Yeah.
The whiskey?
There's his girlfriend.
Yeah, whiskey is, we're fighting in the parking lot. Bourbon, we're fighting. No, fuck the parking lot. We're fighting right now.
Damn right. Robert Maddox with a $20 donation. Pop, the skull pin on your cover, is it a Punisher pin or the Iron Warriors Army from Warhammer 40K?
I think I bought it online. I think it is a 40K skull. It just looked cool.
It does look pretty cool.
And actually, I have a mold, and I make them. I'm planning on probably selling the hats, except for a Ranger tab. I want to get a Redonkulous tab.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll be, like, right there.
I can talk and see if we can get some local embroiders to make some Redonkulous tabs. Good stuff.
Yeah, I found a few on eBay. I just haven't, got into it.
Yeah, we'll get her done.
I've been having problems with my mother and stuff because she's a seamstress. She's slowing down.
Gotcha.
I might have to find someone else to do all the sewing.
All right. Michael Davis with a 1999 donation. Bravo, boys. I love hanging out and drinking beer. Or whiskey.
Whiskey?
You got to drink whiskey with us.
Mixed drink.
And now it's time for one of Pop's favorite things.
Oh, yeah.
The fuck?
Oh, shit.
Welcome to Fucked Up But Funny. We got some great ones for you today. Pop has only seen these maybe once or twice because I always pick them, and then I love to try to get as much of an authentic reaction out of him as I can.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, well, so does this guy.
It's like a legit one.
It's a legit one. It's got a laser and a light on
Nothing
it.
good's
Oh, yeah,
going to
that's
happen.
legit.
And then
No,
it's
no.
got the cartridge that shoots the darts.
Oh my god! What the fuck are you doing?
But if you go to the end, you can those darts are actually fish hooks that are straightened, so they're barbed,
Oh, let's
and they
check it out.
stick in
a
your
legit
body.
one.
It's a legit one. It's got a laser and a light on it.
Oh yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, just, he
Oh,
did
it's
that
so
on
cool.
purpose.
Check this out. Oh, you can tell it's stuck to him.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it sticks in you. I've been tased twice, and it sucked.
Yeah, and just trust me, though, that whole it sticks in you thing doesn't work on a date.
No. And that taser only went for 3 seconds. The one they hit me with, I think, was 5 or 6 seconds.
Ugh.
That's a long 5 seconds, man.
Oh, I bet it is. Almost as long as this nanosecond here.
Oh, God.
This is a little Stewie about to have his Peter Griffin moment. Oh, you hear that thunder?
You can see he's like... You can see he's hesitant.
It's like this doesn't.
Play that one more time.
This doesn't look right. Oh, come on, where are you, baby face?
There we
Get
go.
over here.
Okay. I think I know what that is.
dude,
It's,
check it
well,
out.
are you sure? Are you sure it's okay?
It tastes like
Okay,
Axe
here we
body
go.
spray, Dad.
Here we go. Ah, you fucker! You got me, you bastard! I know the hair on the nipple had to do it.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
But at least the baby didn't swallow.
Ah! Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
You need to go to the hospital,
You
bro.
probably need to go. You need to get that figured out, man.
That dude's going to the hospital.
going to the hospital.
You're going to the hospital.
Now, I will point this out, and I'm sure that there are people who are watching the video are going to point this out as well. But we're just going to go through it really here, but just to see if this is some kind of a magic trick. All right. Okay. See, now when he swallows here, you see he ducks off camera here just for a second. To the point where he could be spitting it out, and then there's possibly somebody next to him doing
Making
a
the
little
noise?
kazoo trick. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty real, and when he's smacking his chest, and it sounds very legit. So if this is fake, it was very well staged.
Yeah. But if it is not fake, that dude needs to go right to the emergency room.
Yes, it is. Now this one is definitely fake, but it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, here we go.
Midgets!
Killer midgets.
That is just beautiful editing.
That is pretty good. He's looking around like, what the hell?
One more time. That's just too funny. Well, damn it, where are you going, you bastard? They keep switching on me. Ah!
I don't even know what kind of cannon that was.
It's pretty funny.
It's not American.
And our last video of the night, and this one is just glorious and kind of cute at the same time. I love this one.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. This is the song from Platoon.
Ooh, oh, in the back. Oh, in the ass. ass in the buttocks, sir. Oh, one last one in the leg.
Yeah, that's the music from the movie Platoon.
Oh, please don't ban us for that.
That's pretty good, man. I used to do that with my kids. I loved having the Nerf fights with them when they were young.
Oh, that shit is so much fun.
I miss those days, bro.
Yeah, I bet. My son is going to be turning 7 here this month, and we're doing a whole Nerf party. We're going to have like Nerf forts and stuff so they can hide behind it and shoot each other and shit.
Yep, I bought like a belt-fed automatic Nerf gun. We had the shotgun, the long shot. I mean, it had everything.
Oh, yeah?
It was awesome.
It's good times.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? All right. Now it's time for what everybody I know wants us to talk about. Time for Hiding with Biden.
Hiding with Biden.
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
I hate that picture.
Yay! Well,
I hate it.
The first thing that we're going to start out with here is not really so much a source as it is just an opinion that I happen to agree with 1,000%. And those of you out there in the kingdom of clankdom have probably already read it. COVID is the new 9/11.
Yep.
Governments love to use suffering to gain power. After the attacks of 9/11-2001, the U.S. government gleefully embarked on a mission of using fear and anger of the public to broaden its power. War powers delegated to Congress were devolved to the U.S. president. The Patriot Act was passed and several wars were launched, neither of which had anything to do with catching Osama bin Laden, who was, of course, in Pakistan not long after. Fast forward to 2020 and 2021, the same old tired shtick is happening again because of the EIU created in the country of unknown origin. Governments are once again capitalizing on fear and anger to try to cajole citizens into giving them the power to nationalize private property, spy on citizens, prevent private enterprise, and further regulate travel and commerce, none of which even pertains to epidemiology or medical science.
Absolutely correct.
Indeed, now that COVID is endemic, much like the Islamic terrorism, it is the only sane response is the one least offered as a solution. Deal with it and go about business as normal.
God.
In both cases, with 9/11 and with Yahoo, the unwilling, or rather the free-thinking, are decried. Before, they were unpatriotic. Now the President of the USA himself complains about them, insinuating they are rubes and making problems. In both cases, we have been strung along with claims that if we just be patient and cooperative, we can have our freedom back someday.
Never.
This momentous restoration of basic human rights has so far not been recognized in most nations, dishonestly peddling the notion. If Osama bin Laden truly wanted the West to fall because he hated our freedom, he was the victor. Will China be victorious in transforming Western civilization into a perverted knockoff of its own authoritarianism and degeneracy? Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
Hats off to Charles Warwick. The kingdom of clankdom.
I mean, I talked about the same thing when I talked about the red wave.
Yep.
What is it, the red tide or whatever they call it in China went from like 64 to 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing that here.
Yep. It's all the same shit. Different day, bigger pile, smaller shovel.
Absolutely correct.
Oh, here we go. All right, we're going to have to be very careful about how we discuss this, but we're not actually talking about medicine.
Nope.
Okay, we are not talking about medical information. This is specifically to do with government.
Well,
remember that, YouTube.
We're talking about back talk.
Yes.
Or double talk. Double speak.
Double entendres.
Yeah. Forked tongue speaking.
This didn't age well. CDC chief says there will be no forced federal poke mandates. This was just 41 days ago.
Wow.
July 30th. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Real nice, huh? Real nice. Oh, what are we doing here? Ah.
And it's just getting faster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and literally, the timeline, this is going to speed up more and more.
Yep.
Until it just gets to the point where people are like, fuck this. This is insane.
Yep.
It's gone off the rails. It's time to, like, do something.
Amen to that. Oh, goodness gracious. I am missing the actual link that I wanted, which is why I am confuzzled. But I found it because I actually know where stuff is in my email, which is kind of amazing in and of itself. I am confuzzled. And, of course, this is in response to this. 100 million Americans affected. Biden to mandate all employers with over 100 workers to require the jab or weekly tests.
All right, I'm going to be honest. Listen, you don't have that kind of power.
Nope.
This requires a law to go through the whole system.
Yep.
He doesn't have the power to make edicts. Neither do governors.
Nope. And just like with the CDC before it, which, by the way, that was smacked down by SCOTUS and said that it was completely unconstitutional to imbue a bureau with powers that it did not previously have.
Correct.
He's trying to use OSHA to circumvent the Constitution this time. This will be his third Supreme Court slapdown when this dies.
Correct.
Because the eviction moratorium and the Remain in Mexico policy and now this.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen a president attempt to wipe his ass with the Constitution so many times.
Are you familiar? I mean, he just did the executive order stopping the importing of ammo from Russia.
Yeah.
Now, I'm expecting Texas, Florida, Louisiana to be the first to come on board and just say, fuck you. We're importing whatever the fuck we want.
Yep.
Suck my dick.
Suck it and swallow.
I mean, we're already having shortages all over the country.
Yep.
And sooner or later...
Some of those are artificial.
Well, you're going to see the red states take steps to unfuck these shortages.
Yep.
And then you're going to see a great disparage between the red states and the blue states.
We've got...
unfortunately, you and I are in a blue state.
Yeah. We've got over 20 states, though, who are saying,
23.
Screw you.
23.
We're not dealing with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
23.
Yep.
Magic number's 36 to 38.
But... there we go.
Nice. I like it.
I mean, don't take our word for it. Just if you want to know what kind of hypocrisy is being exercised here, just listen to the man himself and his henchmen.
I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory, but I would do everything in my power. Just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide.
Can we mandate vaccines across the country? No, that's not a role that the federal government, I think, even has the power to make.
We cannot require someone to be vaccinated. That's just not what we can do. It is a matter of privacy to know who is or who isn't.
No, definitely not. You don't want to mandate and try and force anyone to take a vaccine. We've never done that. We don't want to be mandating from the federal government to the general population. It would be unenforceable and not appropriate.
I agree with that statement. I agree with all those statements, actually. So I have to ask.
What happened?
What happened, exactly?
How'd we get here?
I mean, come on. This is pathetic. And, of course, Biden is like, oh, this isn't about freedom. Actually, no, I should do the correct voice here. This isn't about freedom or personal choice. This is, about, the thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, like, for instance, if this whole coof shot thing was this important, they'd shut down the southern border and not let anyone in because they're not vaccinating any of those people.
No, in fact,
Congress is not being vaxxed.
They're giving them something else, and we're going to get to that later on New Tech.
Yeah, but the thing is Congress and their families are not getting vaccinated.
Nope.
Okay, they're not having the post office get vaccinated.
Yeah.
I mean, this is bullshit.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of sources about that, but I know that there's one question that's on everybody's mind. Just want to knock this out while it's up here on the screen. Here's what counts as a religious exemption under the vaccine mandate.
Sure.
And the funny thing is, when you read this, it doesn't really give you a whole lot of hope. So I'm just going to say here. So while federal workers will no longer be able to opt out of getting their dose of the poke in place of weekly or regular testing, there is a religious exemption built into the new mandate. In accordance with the Americans with Disabilities Act and Title 7 of the Civil Rights Act, the administration and companies must offer individuals who have disabilities and those with sincere religious beliefs that prevent them from getting a vaccine.
Okay.
So what counts as a sincerely held religious belief? Well, even if an individual is connected to a religious denomination that doesn't outright oppose or prohibit it, that person's individual beliefs can still be considered valid. So basically, it comes down to whether or not your boss is a dick. And he's going to ask you to really prove it.
It's hard to prove. It's hard to disprove, too.
Yes, exactly. It's just... It's stupid.
Well, I mean, you
basically,
can also-
if your boss is a leftoid, they're not going to care.
If there are embryo or abortion or fetal cells in that vax, a lot of people can say, no, I'm not doing that.
Yep.
I'm not participating in that crazy. I mean, like, we'll get into this further on. I just want to go off here. God damn it!
You all right there, bro? You all right?
Damn. Every time I come here, I need to drink when I leave.
Well, I mean, it's kind of why we do this.
Yeah, I know.
You like to drink.
Well, I like to drink.
And this is going to make you want to drink more because this
here
isn't
we
the
go.
first time that these, exemptions have been made here. D.C. exempts lawmakers and government employees from the new mask order. This was July 23rd last year. So once it rules for thee, none for me. Members of Congress and staff exempt from Biden poke mandate. And you said the post office as well is included in that?
I saw some headlines. I didn't read the stories.
Oh, yeah, there's her $30,000 refrigerators or whatever the hell these are.
Fucking cunt.
I love it how every time her face is on the screen, you can't help yourself. You have to say that word.
I can't help it. I mean, that when I envision the face of a genuine cunt, that's the face I see.
But I got to ask.
That's the face I see.
If this is the best thing since sliced bread, wouldn't you want it for everyone around you?
Correct.
Yeah. And if you don't you think that would make people a little what's that word? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, suspicious.
Might be about control, profit.
No.
Might not be about any of that other stuff that you claim it's about.
Well, one, if they can get a majority of the people to cow down and take the vax, then they're just going to use that to keep marching. It's called mission creep, and they're going to keep going until they get some serious resistance. And if they don't get that resistance, we will be a communist country inside of 10 years.
Sounds like fun.
Just so you know, you heard it here first.
Yep. And this is probably even more damning than any of that. Pfizer does not mandate their own medicine
to their own employees.
Get
the hell out of it. That's such bullshit.
There's that word again, suspicious. It just keeps ringing in my head.
Yeah. I mean, if it was that good and effective and there was no danger, then everyone would have no problem taking it.
Yeah. But don't mind us, YouTube. I mean, we think that this is the greatest thing ever. I mean, this is double plus good.
Double plus. I like it. This is double plus good.
Because after all, large sibling is watching you.
Yeah!
And that is why we will fight Biden to the gates of hell to protect liberty. I sincerely hope this isn't just all talk because, the GOP is not exactly known for having a spine.
Well, first of all, they're cowards and they're traitors and they don't have a spine.
That is correct.
But
look at us being jack bootlickers again.
Yeah,
oh, God, just like that. I mean, they called us state-worshipping jack bootlickers on the last stream, and here we are criticizing the very establishment that we love.
Yeah. You're taking the negative comments way too personally.
I'm not taking it personally. I just think it's hilarious.
I don't care.
I don't give two shits.
Neither do I.
That dude can smoke my ass.
I don't even get upset. I just move right on past it.
Oh, I know, but it's funny. I
remember
remember
think
stuff.
In like the 10 years we've run the YouTube thing, I think I've banned maybe 250 people.
That sounds like a lot. When you
in
put
10 years? Not much.
No, I know what you mean. And one of them actually threatened to fight you.
Well, I had actually a couple of them want to come fight me.
A big dildo dude, man.
Yeah.
So what is that? What'd you say was 20? How many states?
23. Yeah.
23 states who are throwing down against this. I hope it spreads to that magic 36, 38 number.
Mm-hmm. The minute you have 36 to 38 states that are getting sick of it, then you could do a states convention.
Yeah, convention of states, or yeah.
Yeah, they get together and they just fucking do what they got to do.
Sounds like a plan to me. There's your 38 right there.
I just wish I could go back in time and tell those guys who wrote everything up, like, you got to put this in there, man. It's going to cause all kinds of problems.
And what does Corn Pop's arch nemesis have to say to these guys?
Well, have at it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is have at it.
Have at it.
Until the two-way rifle range kicks off. Then everyone's going to be like, it's not my fault. Oh, my God.
Yeah. We have to protect the vaccinated from the unvaccinated. You know, that really wouldn't be necessary if stuff did what it was advertised to do and did what you told everyone it would do.
Correct.
Just saying.
Yeah, and you know what? Like the whole RNA thing, RNA vax is a new technology. The reason it wasn't approved years ago
is because
it was causing massive problems with the test animals it was used on.
Yes, it was.
Massive problems.
Massive.
But we can't go into those now. We will go into them later.
Yeah.
How many we have watching now?
Over 926.
We've kept over 900 people.
Thank you all very much for keeping with
not
us.
worthy, man.
Now, of course, anytime something unconstitutional gets passed by the left, there are always leftoids. Now, remember, these are the same people who think that we have a systemically racist and corrupt government run by evil whiteys.
Correct.
Okay? They will find excuses to, lick the boots and all that shit, and this is their new strategy. Jacobson versus Massachusetts. This is a Supreme Court ruling from 1905. And supporters of President Biden's new mandate are pointing to this decision to counter claims that the plan is illegal. There's one gigantic problem.
Okay.
These are executive orders. Biden issued 2 executive orders on Thursday requiring federal employees and contractors to receive the poke. He also announced that businesses with more than 100 employees would have to ensure their workers are poked or tested on a weekly basis. It's not constitutional, flat out, because you can't justify abortion with the 4th and 14th Amendments and then justify this while those same things exist.
Well, they don't apply. I know.
Okay. And that landmark decision from 1905, the court ruled 7-2 that a state had the authority to enforce laws on mandatory poking.
Okay.
What is the difference between
a mandate?
A federal mandate, an executive order issued by the president who does not have this authority.
Correct.
And a state which supremacy is recognized by the 10th Amendment. Can you tell me what the difference is?
Well, one's a law and one's not.
Yeah, a little bit. And one is constitutionally protected and one is not.
Correct.
Mandates are not laws. That's why when I walked around at the height of the coof and I saw all these signs saying, wear your mask, it's the law.
It's not.
No, it's not, you dumb fucks.
Well, maybe if they had civics class, they would understand these things.
They don't even need civics class. All they had to do was watch the Magic School Bus or Schoolhouse Rock, whatever the fuck
Correct.
it was. Watch them both.
I'm gonna be honest. When I was in high school, I was not a good student.
Ugh.
All right, here I am at the middle-aged, and I know more about government laws and all that shit than the majority of the people walking around, and I'm just an old grunt.
Oh, dude. Our internet was out here for about the last 24 to 36 hours. We just got it back this morning.
Uh-huh.
So last night, my boy, he wants to watch his YouTube. Like, we don't have YouTube, buddy. Sorry. So I put on some old Looney Tunes cartoons. One of them that came up was a Porky Pig cartoon where Uncle Sam appears to him in a dream and explains to him the origins of the country and the Constitution and how it was signed and how we, expanded from 13 colonies across the country. And I'm like, this fucking cartoon knows more about this country than the people going around running it.
I know.
That's disgusting.
It's stupid. Yeah, this is unbelievably stupid.
That's all, fucks.
Shit.
This is just pissing me off, man. To no end.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't piss you off, I don't think you have a pulse.
Yeah, this thing's really aggravating me.
But, ooh, that's a good one. You see that one, Pop? I'm going to leave it up there for you. Yeah, it's a good one. You remember when the president used to be responsible for every death from the EIU?
Correct.
Because Biden claimed that Trump was responsible for every single U.S. death.
Oh, he did? I remember that.
He did, yeah. You notice how that's completely changed since the ice cream social?
Oh, yeah.
That now the president is no longer responsible for all this stuff?
And they still are blaming all kinds of shit on Trump. That's not even, he had nothing to do with.
Oh, shit, man. CNN has such terrible Trump derangement syndrome, they had to praise George W. Why? Because he threw some shade at Trump. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you know what? The whole Bush family, in my opinion, they're all traitors.
Yes, they are. And the Obamas and the Clintons.
I wish nothing but,
throw them all in the same black hole.
Retribution and justice upon them.
And by black hole, I mean Barry's butthole after Big Mike is done with him.
Jesus
Oh!
Christ, that's disgusting. You bastard. Stop throwing that shit at my face, man.
Well, that's where it goes.
Uh-huh.
How's the weather in the closet? You okay?
Hey, look, stop it.
I got to mess with you, man. But since then, of course, now, instead of the president being where the buck stops, now it's red state governors. And this is hilarious. The headline and the subheadline contradict each other.
I love it.
States with Republican governors had highest COVID incidence and death rate study finds. The study found that states with Democratic governors had higher death rates early on in the... Democratic governors had higher death rates early on in the pandemic, but that trend was reversed by the 4th of July. That's a lie.
Yeah, it's a straight up lie. That's a straight up lie.
That is an absolute lie.
Listen, we as a country need to realize that this illness is out there.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going away. You just got to deal with it now. It's just another form of the flu.
Yeah.
That's it. And you know what? If people, accept this and decide to quit throwing food in their face and becoming fat, sick, lazy bastards, you probably wouldn't have to worry about getting too screwed up by this goddamn infection.
Well, what's really cracking me up, too, is that cases mean nothing, especially when you've got employers and government agencies mandating weekly tests for people who are completely asymptomatic, using a method that we know has serious problems.
It's got a lot of flaws in it. It does.
And what happens in countries where they, actually have a spine?
Here we go.
This is Brazil. They are standing together to protest passports of the poke kind.
The poke and
This is one protest.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. Why is this not happening here?
It will. You just give it some time.
Holy shit. That is hundreds of thousands of people.
Yep. Every one of those, if they had a rifle, that would be one hell of an army. You'd be fucked.
Amen to that.
You'd have a hard time stopping that.
Woo! So yeah, we're not saying hurt anybody. We're not saying get crazy. We're not saying let's get nuts. We're not saying let's step on the purple banana until they put us in the truck. We're just saying stand your ground. Understand that this is a country that was built on the foundations of freedom. And when anything threatens that freedom, no matter how dangerous the media wants you to believe it is, you don't fucking give.
That's
because
right.
As soon as you do, they never give it back.
That's right. If you want it back, you got to take it back.
I mean, 9/11, we just need to do this stuff to make sure that everything is. It's temporary.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 years later.
20 years later.
We still got the naked people scanners in the airports.
Well, we got that. Let's see. We got facial recognition. Virtually everything that you say on your cell phone is being recorded and in a big database. They don't have enough people. They don't have enough manpower to go through all of it. But those databases are out there.
Yep. Son of a bitch. All right. That is all that we can safely talk about on YouTube. Now, remember, after this stream ends on YouTube, which will be after we finish the rest of the YouTube donations, we will be going to new tech. I will be posting links to the streams where they are live in the chat for you guys. And this stream on this main channel will be taken down, and you can watch it on the backup channel, youtube.com/Terrence Popp Culture. Make sure it's 2 E's in Terrence, not an A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he hates it when you get it wrong.
Yeah, Terrence spelled with an E. P-O-P-P, the second P is silent. I used to tell it to people all the time, like, Terrence Popp, P-O-P-P, second P silent. They don't stop and look at me like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Or if you ask any smartphone or device with autocorrect, it's Terrence Poop.
Poop, yeah. I get a lot of. I've been hearing that forever. That doesn't even affect me anymore.
Robert Billingsley with a $19.99 donation. Thank you so much. Ohio Trucker 1 with a $10 donation. I got Bullet Bourbon 120 proof. Woo! Pop, thoughts on breacher/sapper training for when the shit hits the fan?
Well, I'm going to be honest. Any kind of training like that is a bonus. But, sapper breach training requires, to have explosives. And if you're training that stuff and you're not in the military or a cop, you're going to have military and the cop at your location asking what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, that's about right. A 9x23. Have you seen the story about General Milley calling a Chinese general and telling him that he would call him and warn him if we were going to attack them?
I did.
Yes.
Fucking traitor.
Now, I will say this.
Why
just
is
like
he
with
not relieved?
I know. Just like the New York Times story, though, this apparently comes from a book, one of the co-authors of whom writes for the Washington Post. So, again, research the shit, come up with it. I mean, there apparently haven't been any denials, and when you're talking about weasel wording politicians, that says more than anything that they could ever actually overtly say. But
I got you.
Would it surprise me, though?
Nope.
No. Galen Hess with a $10 donation. If it's ever proven that the horsey meds could save a good percentage of the victims of the coup, I'm ruling justified if I'm on the jury of a person that decided to get justice for their dead loved one.
You're going to see a lot of that moving forward.
Yeah.
And if we start having massive blowback and all kinds of bad symptoms and people are dying and getting sick because of this coup, there will be lynching.
Yeah, I mean, you totally shouldn't give them that, though. I mean, it is only one of the 9 essential medicines recognized by the World Health Organization. I mean, that obviously means it's bad. And it did win a Nobel Prize in 2015.
It did.
For use on humans. Make sure that that's clear. Crazy Uncle. The only way that I can see the poke will stop fully is when the employers refuse because they don't want to lose their good employees, like the post office.
Well, I mean, that's just it. I mean, if enough people just say, you know what, fuck you. You have no right to do this to me. I'm not working here, or I am taking a vacation until you come to your senses. Enough people walk off the job. I mean, they're gonna have to bend. It's just that simple.
Because we are now living in an employees market.
For now.
While the government is still paying people to stay home and they're being lazy bastards, you can be choosy. They can't. I mean, that's why McDonald's, Burger King, Applebee's, and all these other fast food chains and shit restaurants are offering like $500 signing bonuses and $16 an hour.
I know.
Because they can't keep people in there. It's pathetic. And I had hope after OnlyFans was going to get rid of the orange pay that we would actually have some fucking waitresses again. But hey, what do I know? They decided to renege.
Yeah, they did.
Bastards. Tony Soprano. It was announced today active duty military won't have to take the poke until December 4th, and reserves and guard won't be required until later than that.
Actually, I have a bunch of counselings that were sent to me that are being used in the military, right? As we speak, and I'm going to cover those in one of my later videos coming up.
Excellent. Yeah, 1985 with a $4.99 donation. No comment available, so if you did have one, it was deleted by YouTube. Sorry about that. Evil Zombie 2. Got to fly tonight, so I'm missing the stream, but I'll catch up on it later. In the meantime, take my money! Also, when is the next call-in show? I think we're going to do one on Nightmare Fuel, yes?
Nightmare Fuel sounds good, yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a bad one. Yeah. And we are currently collaborating with our favorite musician, Jeffrey Paul, on something that will allow If Pop Ruled the World to be an ongoing series. It's going to require some fun production, and I cannot wait for that shit. But needless to say, Dynaside 13 will be a very happy man because it will involve me using my pinky voice. He's a very happy man, that guy. Mike Hunt. $5. After the two-way RR, we need to install proprietarianism.
Proprietarian? What?
Proprietarianism.
What the hell's that?
Guess what's yours is yours.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's bullshit. Like, for instance, if you buy a house and you pay it off after paying 30 years of getting ass raped, that house should be yours. The city should not be able to, you didn't pay your taxes, and they just take it away.
Like, piss off.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, to be honest, if enough people said, you know what, they went down there and they just burned down City Hall every time they did that, they'd stop doing it.
Yeah, especially now, you've got these schools, pulling the bait and switch, which, by the way, my rant on that was taken down off of the Grunt Speak channel and gave it a strike. So thanks for that, YouTube. But yeah, like, you got people homeschooling their kids now. That was one, I think, unexpected side effect of the whole lockdown thing. A lot of moms realized, you know what?
This is stupid.
I actually get more fulfillment out of being home with my kid and homeschooling than I'm doing in this career, where I actually have the burden of masculine performance that I'm not built for.
And let's, like, for instance, if we have enough people pulling their kids out of school and homeschooling, 18 to 20 years from now, it's going to be a whole other, the whole dynamic will change.
Yeah, just teach them civics and not gender identity, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll teach them common sense, self-reliance, how to do math, how to read, how the government works, what it can and cannot do. Because right now we have a bunch of people who aren't taught that in school.
Yeah.
And they think the government can do whatever the fuck they want. They can't.
Pathetic.
All right.
Wadley 225. Pop, I'm thinking of a few cases of MREs or similar survival food to keep on hand. Any certain brands to get or to avoid?
Oh, well.
Straw, please.
Well, the MREs are only good for like 2 years tops if you get them right off the right off of the truck.
Oh, okay.
And they go bad. If you want food that'll last a long time, you're looking for freeze-dried stuff. That stuff will last, 10 years.
What about canned goods, stuff like that?
Well, I go to a certain grocery store here in Warren, and every time I go in there, there's 5 for 5 sales. And I have bought all kinds of rice, dried beans, some canned goods. I'm stocking up.
Yep.
But like dried beans, those literally are good for 20 years.
Nice.
Rice, if you put it in a double seal it in a plastic bag and don't let bugs get to it, that's good for like 20 years because it's dried.
So dried food is basically the way to go.
Well, dry food and dehydrated, freeze-dried, yeah. I mean, there was a reason why back in the day they used to make beef jerky and stuff because it lasts fucking a long time.
Oh, yeah. Venison jerky. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
I prefer that to like a lot of other venison stuff. So.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the venison stuff, but I've had a lot of friends send me beef jerky, and that stuff is great.
Nice.
I eat that shit.
All right, here we go. What else we got here? Ohio Trucker won again with a $20 donation. When my family gets together, most are military, we make a kill house. Each person gets 1 simulation pistol with 2 mags, 15 rounds each, a rubber knife, 4 grenades. Starts with shooting, ends with hand-to-hand combat.
That sounds like a great family reunion.
Yeah,
to me.
it does.
Awesome.
It's a great way to take out some frustration on your asshole relatives, because there's always a few.
Yeah. When I was working at the reserve unit in Southfield, Michigan, I built a shoot house out back, and I ran my guys through it all the time.
Nice. Yeah, and if you haven't seen our episode called Family Feud Redonkulous Edition, you got to check that out. That's some funny shit right there.
That's some good shit right there.
Oh, my favorite part of that episode, and you and I both lost it, was we're talking about, how you got the rich good guy and they got the rich a-hole. And then you got Sally Sloot and Steven Stewed who have a few drinks and then forget that you're all related.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, rich bad guy, can I get you some money? I hope you're on the pill. It's disgusting.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. I liked it. Not many people saw it. I thought it was hilarious. All the ones that I liked the most, it's like 2,000 views. I'm like, sad face.
It's like, what? Why?
Why, man?
Why is it only 2,000 views, man?
Yeah,
I thought it was funny. And then some of the shit we think we just put it up for the hell of it.
Just
blows
slap
up.
out there for nothing. Yeah, I know. Like, what the shit?
It's just like 2 days later, 35,000 views. You're like, what the fuck?
There's no rhyme or reason to any of it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. St. Louis Arch, $5 donation. Thoughts about the Milley story that broke today? We already talked about that a little bit. Robert Billingsley again. I can't take any more of this shit show. I'm ready to dance. If you know what I mean.
Well, there's a philosophy that I've always used in the military.
And that is?
Never be first, because you get mowed down. Never be last.
Over the top.
Because you get picked off. When you show up at the objective, you show up with the main body in mass. So once this picks up and you have the main body moved in one direction, then that's the time. And I'm going to tell you right now, there are way more of us than there are of them.
That's true.
They inhabit big cities.
Jason Feebles just managed. I just happened to see a chat pop up. He says, "Where is the next book? I want my Killer of Killers too." You're like 6 months behind, bro. Jericho Files 2 has been out for a while.
It's been out for a while. In fact, I'm like 80% done with the third one.
Yeah. So go on Amazon and check it out, man. It's definitely out there.
And then give it a good review, goddammit.
Yes, and I am going to be starting to record the individual chapters of the Jericho Files books in audiobook format and uploading them as MP3s that you can download to your phones.
And they'll be on Locals.
And those will be on Locals, Patreon, and Subscribestar.
And then as we get each book done, we'll sell it as, we'll put it together as a complete book.
The whole shebang. Fuzzy Logic.
Okay.
With a $5 donation. Whom and how would a military leader like a Joint Chief who was found to have participated in a coup be disciplined?
Well, it all depends. If the coup was successful, if he didn't do any major war crimes, he'll probably get a pass.
Yeah.
If you start a coup and you fail, you're going to get your neck stretched.
A little bit. And if what's true about Mark Milley, what's being said about him was true, that's treason, and we know what we're supposed to do with that.
Well, the thing is this. If he made the call and warned them that we're attacking, that is treason. What he's done right now is sedition.
And from what I understand, this happened while Trump was in office, and he was going around behind his back setting up these meetings.
Yeah. Why Trump didn't know that was going on is beyond me.
I don't know, but clearly,
know. Like the whole thing is fucked up.
Yeah,
it's fucked up from the floor up. I mean,
and Milley is woke tard prime.
I hate
so
that guy. Listen, I'm going to be honest. Virtually all of the generals I've ever met, except for maybe 3, were just people I would love to kick the shit out of.
Well, amen to that.
I am not kidding.
Dick Burns, I hope you're not talking about your social life. $9.99 donation. If Popster can keep on dancing, we are safe. By the way, I call BS on 5.3% inflation just posted by the Federal Labor Stats. What is real inflation and how long will it be growing? Next 12 months, 24?
It's going to get crazy.
It's going to get crazy bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to get crazy bad, man.
The inflation is going to take its time to build up, and then it will trickle down into virtually everything.
Well, the thing is, it literally, the way it works is it starts off slowly, and then it builds up.
Yep.
And then once you notice it, that's when the wave comes over the top and starts crushing people.
Yeah, when you notice it, it's already too late.
Yeah, and it's going to happen because we're fucked.
Yep.
We fucked ourselves with all this bullshit.
CJ, new math equation, evolution plus R equals two-way rifle range.
Yeah.
I like it. Holden Bauer, would you ever smoke a cigar on screen? Would love to have a stogie with you. Current active duty submariner, by the way.
Oh, well, first of all, I don't smoke anything. I have lung damage from the burn pits. Hey, burn pits in Iraq. I literally just, so I could sleep, I started using the weed gummies.
Yeah, those work.
Those work.
Those work really good. It's legal here in Michigan, so don't send the feds after it.
And I've lost a significant amount of weight just giving up the amount of booze that I needed to drink every night to put myself to sleep.
It's good. It's a good thing.
I'm trying to get, I'm like 198 to 205 right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go down to 190, and then once I get below 200, my endurance goes way up.
Goals. Robert Billingsley with the last donation of the night on YouTube, at least. I get that, Pop. When? When do we stand as one? I'm running out of bourbon. Good bourbon at that.
Well, the first thing we need to do, all right, is number one, you need to set up your prepper groups. I run Pop's Preppers. I send out a newsletter once a month. I try to once a month.
Yeah, try.
It's usually like once every 6 weeks, but the thing is I send out a newsletter and I add on the new stuff. So if you miss one, you can just read all the other shit I put in there, and then I put links to my videos and stuff. But the thing is you got to be able to move and communicate. All right. You need to be able to move out of danger and communicate with like-minded people to get yourself out of the danger zones. And then later on, now, if it gets really bad, those same groups might have to step up and take control and do what they got to do to maintain order and stop the violence.
Yep.
But I myself, I'm all about organizing people. Having people communicate, giving them the information they need to train themselves. But I myself, I'm old. I will report on what's going on. I will point fingers and I will give assessments. But for me to get involved directly in the craziness, it would have to get really, really bad.
Yeah.
And they would probably need to really fuck with me hard to get me to that point. As long as they don't fuck with me and it doesn't get super bad, I'm only going to be a shit talker that pisses people off. Period.
All right. And I think that's a good note to go out on here on YouBoob. We're going to start talking about some verboten subjects on new tech. So I will start posting. I have been intermittently posting links to the new tech sites in the chat. I will post them all again. So we will see you.
Hang on. What is our count on YouTube before we say
8:32, but we've got people jumping ship over to new tech already.
All right, no problem.
And 984 likes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Winning.
Time to piss.
Time to piss.